Hey there, Steeler Nation. Flip Fisher, staff writer for BehindTheSteelCurtain.com, bringing you the second installment this week with Devlin Hodges. Second half against the Buffalo Bills. Now, we all know what happened in that second half of the Bills game, where Devlin Hodges was a turnover machine. But when he was not turning the ball over, he was actually pretty good. 18 of 25 for 159 yards, one touchdown, 3 interceptions. But there's the big glaring thing. Scored on 1 of 7 drives. Oh, that is a nightmare for Devlin Hodges. And 3 of those interceptions came in Buffalo territory. Or I should say all 3 of them did. But let's get into the tape, because we actually have a lot of tape to go over. You know, when I go through the tape, it's not always easy to grab 10 plays. I actually had to grab more than that. So here we go. We got a 1st and 10. And you're going to see a perfect pass by Hodges to Johnson up here at the top. That's on Trey White. And then Johnson runs right over the top of him. But it's a perfect pass because Tre'Davious White, he's got the boundary covered. So Hodges can't throw a back shoulder on him. So Hodges takes what White is giving him. Easy pitch and catch. Now here's a 1st and 10. This is just a simple out with the cornerback playing off down here at the bottom. Easy pitch and catch to Washington. Well, some might criticize that he didn't throw it far enough to the outside. He doesn't really have to with the cornerback playing off, does he? Here we go. We have the touchdown pass here. And this is on 2nd and 11. And he just dumps it off to the top to James Conner. And I hate when they run it out of that jumbo, but it works. And it's a great mismatch there on Wallace, the cornerback. Connor's going to win that battle against a cornerback every time. Easy pitch and catch. Wish we would have saw more of that, but we didn't. Here's a 2nd and 5. And this is where he's going to take a sack, where Hodges is going to hold on to the ball just too long. See that he's got time. But, you know, what you also see here is that he doesn't go through his progression. But with that being said, there was really nothing open. And he's got to have that clock in his head that every quarterback has. He's either got to scramble with the ball or throw it away. But he's that ball security. Cannot be turning that. He cannot be fumbling the ball. And that's one thing we have seen the last couple of weeks is when he's getting hit, he's coughing up that ball. Got to get both hands on that ball. He's feeling the pressure. All right, so here's a 3rd and 9. And Duck never sees the blitz coming here. And Connor does him no favors by not picking up the blitz. And you'll see the blitz coming here from. And Hodges never stood a chance on that. We got a 1st and 10. This is where some people question his decision making. Well, it's really not a horrible decision. But flip, he's throwing it from the other hash mark, you're saying, right? That's what he's doing, and he's staring him down. But Tre'Davious White is giving him a ton of cushion. And he does make the easy interception. But what you're going to see here, you're going to see why that was an easy. He throws it short. Does not throw it to the outside. Throws it too much to the inside. See, look where White is. White just got to the inside of the wide receiver. Duck has been very accurate on these outs. A more accurate pass, and that's just fine. But that is solid arm strength right there. It's just bad ball placement. We got a 2nd and 6. Now, you're going to see him roll out here. And after he does a quick pump fake, but that play was not going anywhere. So he comes back, and here's Johnson standing all by himself. And Johnson really started to really like that kid a lot. But you're going to see Hodges here with the good decision making. That play was going nowhere, and he gets away from the pressure. And he finds Johnson all alone. Here we got a 3rd and 1. Now, this is going to be a nice long throw on an underthrow. Is it a bad throw? I guess that depends on how harsh you're going to criticize. Would have Tre'Davious White picked this off? Well, maybe. It could have been to the outside. But it wasn't. We got a 1st and 15. Now, there's a couple of things you're going to notice on this. And this is going to be a drop by Tevin Jones. But also watch Hodges' footwork where he drifts back in the pocket. This is something that I didn't hardly see at all during the game. But a couple of reasons why I show this play is because this is actually a really big play. This is 3 minutes left in the game. And 1st and 15. And this could have really extended the drive. But Hodges is also kind of locked in. But he drifts back, and you'll see his feet. You'll see him drift back. And he does gun it to Tevin Jones. And Tevin Jones, that's one reason why he is no longer a Steeler. Cannot be dropping a crucial pass like that. And then right after that, Hodges makes a huge mistake here. Hodges is going to take a sack here. And this is 2nd and 15. You just cannot take the sack. And you're going to see guys open that he is passing up. Nick Vanette's going to be open over there. Wide receiver to the top is open. Got to be taking those easy yards when you're driving for a tying score here. Why he looked off that side. Can't take that sack. You got to be getting that out of your hands. It's a 4th and 7, and this is going to be an interception. You're going to see where his mechanics break down again here, where he throws off his back foot. And another thing you're going to notice, he doesn't pick up blitz. He doesn't see where the blitz comes from. Let's look at this a little more. It's going to be a blitz out of the slot. But what he's not seeing is who's covered. Washington's running free over the middle. over the middle, running free. But he throws in a double cover. Easy pickoff. And you'll see where his footwork is just bad. And he drifts into the pressure that Connor picked up, which is what it is. He was being blitzed from the other side. So here we go. We got a 3rd and 7. Oh, sorry, 2nd and 7. And this is where I give Hodges a little flack again. Is what is he really seeing here? You know, he steps up, but why does he step up in the pocket? There was no reason to step up in the pocket. Here we got a 3rd and 7, and this is where I'll give him kudos. He goes right back and throws that out against Tre'Davious White. He knows his abilities, and that's a perfect pitch and catch. Let's take a look at that again. Down here at the bottom. And he sees what White is giving him, and he takes it. He trusts his instincts, and he trusts his arm. Unfortunately, that also gets him into a little bit of trouble. We got a 1st and 10. And this is another play where he just can't take the sack. This is with 29 seconds. Can't take the sack. You have got to get rid of the ball. He's going through his progression. You'll see that in the other play. But he's got to step up. Right there. Got to get rid of that ball. Did have a timeout left. This is a 2nd and 18 with not much time left. It's just throwing it and hoping your receiver's gonna make a play on the ball. He didn't have any height on the ball because if you watch his feet, you'll see again poor footwork. Come on, set your feet out here. Set your feet. There's nobody around you. You got time. And look at it. Look how he's throwing it. You're not going to get any real mustard on the ball. And there was 15 seconds left. You didn't have to throw a pass up into the end zone, especially one is easy. If he wasn't going to pick it off, the safety comes. You know, Hodges did a lot of nice things in the second half. But there was so much that the interceptions were frustrating. And one thing I'm going to show you here at the very end is look at our drive chart. We don't have a single 4-minute drive an entire game. And, that's a very stout defense that we went up against. Not necessarily against a run, but we are also very ineffective as a whole against a run. Connor had some nice running plays. But I'll let you guys debate that in the comments section. But you cannot score 2 on 2 drives out of 12. You're not going to win games. And Hodges just forced too much. He made errant throws, both in the first half and in the second half. No, but overall, was he terrible? Maybe not completely terrible, but not far from terrible. Way closer to terrible than he was good. Now we get into the question is, and I've asked this a lot. Did we lose this game because of Devlin Hodges or in spite of him? We lost this game because of him. I'm going to sugarcoat that one. 4 interceptions. And they were poor decisions. You attack Tre'Davious White, one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL. You attack him constantly. Bad things are going to follow. It's just how it is, especially if you're not throwing dimes, not throwing perfect passes. That's exactly what's going to. Now, what do I expect during the Jets game? Should Hodges be on a longer leash? What kind of leash should Hodges be on? Y'all answer that in the comment section, but I'm gonna flat out and tell you, it's not an extremely long leash. I wouldn't say. I've bashed on Rudolph a lot, but I also said time to sit him after the Browns game. I'm not quite there yet on Hodges, but I'll tell you what. My thought is, if Hodges throws 2 interceptions in the first half against the Jets, or our offense is absolutely anemic, like he was in the first half against the Bills, I would say for a quarterback change. Really would. It's just that Hodges is trusting his arm and his instincts and his mechanics are not there to back them up. If his footwork was good, I would say okay, leave him in there. But his footwork is not good right now. And it's leading to these costly interceptions. So that's going to be an unpopular aspect, I'm sure, with saying that Hodges should be on a shorter leash. But it's also, I'm being consistent, I'm going to say, because I said the same thing with Rudolph. So there it is. There is my 2 cents on what I thought of Devlin Hodges. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. All right with that. Be sure to subscribe, because I do try to put up other content besides my 2 weekly film studies. And be sure to smash that bell, like the Steelers will probably do tomorrow to Le'Veon Bell. Get notified when I go live or when I put up content. All right. Thanks, Steeler Nation. See yas.